So I was just shuffling the cards back up, right? And they tried to clone a demon slayer. Come on now, come on. That was a mistake. Oh man. How'd that work out for you? Not too well, I'm sure. Tried to clone the demon slayer. Everyone wants the money, but they don't want to work hard for it. You can't just clone your way. You can't just clone your way to success. You got to put the hard work in. You got to put the hard work in. People just want to just skip the line and get right to the ride. Have a good time without, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. Spirit, come through, guide and protect this message. Remove any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to. Hi, Spirit. What do you got? Healing. What are we healing? We're healing. We're healing from what? What are we healing from, Demon Slayer? Toxic family relationships. You know, it's funny how you can, like, I don't know. High spiritual ranking. Trying to use mind control. Trying to use mind control on someone with a high spiritual ranking. A high spiritual ranking meaning an elder, meaning an ascended master, meaning not my first rodeo, meaning better luck next time, Buttercup. You know, these mind games. These are not the droids you are looking for. That didn't go as planned now, did it? It's funny. It's funny. Trying to compete where I just don't fit in. I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's easy. It's easy to seem like a genius in front of amongst those not the wisest. I mean, come on. That's a natural fact. But it's a rude awakening that some people need. It's a rude awakening that some people are gonna receive in the springtime when everything's blossoming. It's going to be showing all the hard work that was put in the wintertime. You know what I mean? When everything blossoms, everything's going to blossom. All this hard work that was being put in. All this hard work, they just want to be thugs. These wannabe thugs, these mind control freaks, these wannabes, wannabe. These wannabes need to go seek some spiritual guidance. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. You can put that in your group chat. Came to change things up. 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 The way the secret societies, the way that they used to operate. You know what the real issue is with us chosen ones. Their issue is that 543. When I said that, we don't have to hide. We don't have to hide. We could just exist. We don't have to hide. You know, first off, they want to throw rocks and hide their hand, right? Because they always have something to hide. Because they're doing malicious shit. And what are we doing? We're spreading love and peace and knowledge and like, what the fuck do we have to hide? Nothing. You know, these people just they look down. They look down from their ivory towers. They look down on everyone, and you know, the big ego is going to be the downfall. Would you imagine that? Some little old nobody like taking down these big secret societies and groups. Put that in your group chat. Shit. Elders with ancient knowledge, but the ancient knowledge that the opposing forces try to suppress anyways, because it's all useful things that'll benefit everyone. And why give out information and knowledge that could benefit everyone when we can charge them for it, right? That's the American dream, right? So these people, these wannabe thugs were attacking your character. They're attacking your character. The same people that are attacking your character, the same people that are talking down from their ivory tower, the same people that are underqualified for your position. They're underqualified. Money can't buy certain positions. Money can't buy certain positions. Sorry, not sorry. That's not how it works. That's not the way the cookie crumbles. That's not it. That's not it. It's not it. It's not it. So something happened. I'm not going to put all these on the board, but so something happened in the fall time. There were some drama queens. Drama queens did something. They were up to something while you were attracting miracles, and now they're stuck watching online. They're watching online this elder that they should have been learning from before, while they had the opportunity to. But they're learning the hard way about going against someone with a high spiritual ranking, an elder. Because, you know, ancestral roots, they run deep. They run deep. And, you know, the spirit team will be working in the background. All you gotta do is do what you're doing anyway. Stay in your purpose. Stay in your purpose. It's as simple as that. And everything just works its way out. And there's some ancient knowledge for you. Keeping you warm, temperature to shelter you from the storm. Hey. This is the thing that people don't want to do. They don't want to do the shadow work. They don't want to do the work. I spent years doing the shadow work. Years. And I packed lifetimes of shadow work into one hoorah. And that's what magic is. You know, Eastern religion is what teaches you how to achieve, how to ascend throughout multiple lifetimes. You know, But all sin-based religions are meant to keep you trapped anyways, keep you trapped into sin. Keep you trapped in sin, blocking your chakras off. That's all it is, you know. But they do that through everything, through all the food that we consume, through the music we listen to, through everything we consume. So the secret society, you know, they were attacking your character. They were trying to block your chakras. They tried to put you through a humiliation ritual. And the whole group of them, the whole fucking group of them, all combined, they couldn't stop you because with all of their balls combined, there wasn't even one pair. Not even one pair. Write that in a hieroglyphic. Put that on a fucking cave wall. Your black magic has no effect here. Has no effect. Has no effect on a starseed. Nice try. Nice try. It don't work. It don't work. It had to come out. It had to come out. I'm keeping you warm. Alright, what else, Spirit? What else? What else you got for us? Non-disclosure agreement. That had to do with the mind control? Huh, had to do with the mind control. Non-disclosure agreement. Christ consciousness. Well, the black magic didn't go as planned because the plan to block you from your chakras to prevent you from rising to your Christ consciousness wasn't successful. You know, then what kind of things could they do to block you from that? Well, attacking your character. You know what I mean? They get you all caught up in all the negative. So you're lowering your frequency. They try to lower your frequency every chance they get. So through everything, they'll hit you from multiple different angles, sending attacks. You know, in the 3D through you know people around you, right? Attacking your character. You know, and then the little gossip. That's black magic too. The little gossip and the little group chats, right? And then. You know, and then blocking your chakras. And then it's all a part to play in. It's all a part to play in the overall goal of not allowing you to ascend. There's some signs to look out for. Trying to block a divine being. Yeah, you start standing up for yourself. But standing up for yourself comes it's a part of protecting your energy. It's a part of not allowing people into your energy that don't belong there. I understand, you know, that's these type of people, the people that are afraid of your gifts. You know, the people that are afraid are the ones that are going to try to silence you. They're the ones that are going to try to belittle you. They're the ones that are going to try to prevent you from ascending to your highest potential. And that's just some shady behavior. Brother-in-law could be involved in that. A grandparent could be involved in that. So the grandparent's out. Let's pull a card on the grandparent. Spirit, can you tell me about this grandparent? What occupation does a grandparent have? Tell me about the grandparent. Jeez, it's a lot. Alright. So, first up, we got a pharmacist. Spirit, tell me about the pharmacist. What did the pharmacist do?
People with the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit cards prefer to pay because they earn
Anything else, Spirit?
cash back on purchases. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Terms apply.
Hey y'all, this is singer-songwriter Riley Green.
Anything else, Spirit?
Pick up a case of your own weekend. No guitar needed. Hugely expensive. 224 ounces of
So this pharmacist could be a Capricorn. They spoke angrily or arrogantly. Could be a Aquarius. Could be a female. They stole what belongs to a god or a goddess. They committed a robbery with violence. They acted hastily without thought. Could be a Leo. They carried away money. Could be an Aries. They cursed anyone in thought, word, or deeds. They cursed a god or a goddess. They disobeyed the law. They destroyed any property belonging to a god or a goddess. They could be a Taurus. They stolen from a god or a goddess. Alright, next up, we got a mail carrier. Tell me about the mail carrier. What did the mail carrier do? Tell me about the mail carrier. What did the mail carrier do? So the mail carrier could be a Sagittarius, could be a male. The mail carrier seduced someone's wife. They polluted the waters. They could be a Taurus. They could be a Virgo. They committed adultery. They've been an eavesdropper. Could be a Pisces. Again, the zodiacs could be you or them or this person. Alright, next up we got a secretary. What did the secretary do? Tell me about the secretary. What did the secretary do? Alright, so this secretary committed a sin, polluted the waters. Oh, red rum. Been angry without reason. Could be a Leo. Destroyed any property belonging to a god or a goddess. Carried away money. Stole. Worked evil. Stolen from a god or a goddess. Seduced anyone's wife. Could be an Aquarius. Could be a female. Exaggerated my words when speaking. You got an economist. Alright, Spirit, tell me about the economist. What did the economist do? What did the economist do? Alright, this economist destroyed property belonging to a god or a goddess. They committed adultery. They've been an eavesdropper. They've behaved with violence. They have been excessively angry. Exclusively angry. They have exaggerated their words when speaking. Could be an Aquarius, could be a female. They used evil thoughts, words, or deeds. It could be a Leo. Oversteps their boundaries of concern. Cursed the god or a goddess. Closed their ears to the truth. Terrorized anyone. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a male. They disobeyed the law. Could be a Pisces. They committed a sin. They could be a Cancer. They stole someone's land. They acted with insolence. They worked evil. We got air traffic controller. Spirit, tell me about the air traffic controller. What did the air traffic controller do? Tell me about the air traffic controller. So this air traffic controller cursed anyone in thoughts, words, or deeds. They stole. Could be a Virgo. They destroyed any property belonging to a god or goddess. They spoke angrily or arrogantly. They've been an eavesdropper. They stole food. It could be an Aries. It could be a Pisces. They committed sin. They closed their ears to the truth. They stole from or disrespected the deceased. Cursed a god or a goddess. They stole from a god or a goddess. They assaulted someone. We got a bartender. Alright, Spirit, tell me about the bartender. What did the bartender do? Tell me about the bartender. What did the bartender do?
People with the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card prefer to pay because they earn unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Terms apply.
Humans sometimes make human mistakes. Thankfully, the 20
Says bartender. Stole from or disrespected the deceased. They've been angry without reason. Could be a Pisces. Could be a Scorpio. They used evil thoughts, words, or deeds. They acted hastily or without thought. They terrorized anyone. They spoke angrily or arrogantly. They took money from someone younger than them. Got a real estate broker. Tell me about this real estate broker. What did they do? Anything else about the real estate broker? Alright, this real estate broker stole from a god or a goddess. They took food away, money away. Oh, red rum. Committed a robbery with violence. Could be a Leo. They swindled an offering. They polluted themselves. They cursed. They cursed anyone in thoughts, words, or deeds. They stole. They committed sin. They stolen from or disrespected the deceased. They've been angry without reason. The last three to have that, did they? The air traffic controller and the bartender. Didn't they all steal from the deceased? Could be a Sagittarius. This real estate agent took money from a child. Same with the bartender. Virgo. Seduced anyone's wife. Polluted the waters. Next, we got a waiter. Spirit, tell me about the waiter. What did the waiter do? Anything else about the waiter, Spirit? Anything else about the waiter? So this waiter could be an Aquarius, could be a female. They carried away food, carried away money. They stole from a god or a goddess. They stole money. They cursed. Could be a female. They swindled an offering. They polluted themselves. They caused a disruption of peace. They exaggerated their words when speaking. Could be a male. They felt sorrow without reason. They used evil thoughts, words, or deeds. They stole from or disrespected the deceased. Oh, red rum. They stole. They committed adultery. Next, we have a journalist. Spirit, tell me about the journalist. What did the journalist do? Anything else, Spirit? What did the journalist do? Alright, so this journalist could be a Cancer. They stole someone's land. They acted with insolence. They behaved with violence. They assaulted someone. They stole from a god or a goddess. They destroyed any property belonging to a god or a goddess. They swindled an offering. They've been an eavesdropper. They acted hastily or without thought. They exaggerated their words when speaking. They disobeyed the law. It could be a Virgo. They cursed anyone in thought, words, or deeds. They polluted the waters. They committed sin. They caused a disruption of peace. They stole what belongs to God or a goddess. Next, we got a designer. I can't take all those. Not how they felt like that. I'm definitely taking that one though. All right, Spirit, tell me what did this designer do? Anything else, Spirit? What did the designer do? So as designer, they place themselves on a pedestal. It could be a Cancer. They stole someone's land. Yep, stole. They stole what belongs to a god or a goddess. It could be a Taurus. It could be a male. It could be a female. But they definitely told lies. They felt sorrow without reason. It could be a Leo. They polluted the water. They spoke angrily or arrogantly. They used evil thoughts, words, or deeds. They cursed the god or a goddess. Could be a Virgo. They acted hastily or without thought. They disobeyed the law. They stolen from or disrespected the deceased. They terrorized someone. They caused the disruption of peace. Alright, last but not least, we got a chef. Alright, Spirit, tell me about this chef. What did the chef do? Family, friends, and flowers filled the room. It's a chef. A slain a man or a woman landed right on it. What was going through my mind was poison. So this chef could be a Cancer, a Pisces. They behaved with violence. They assaulted someone. They cursed someone in thought, words, or deeds. Could be a Gemini. They've been deceitful. Closed their ears to the truth. Yeah, slain a man or woman. Falsely accused someone. They polluted the waters. They spoke angrily or arrogantly. They cursed a god or a goddess. They used evil thoughts, words, or deeds. They took food from a child. They overstepped the boundaries of concern. They exaggerated their words when speaking. Alright, so that's all of them. Alright, let's see what else we got. Yeah, these people are sitting here watching behind hidden accounts, watching your hard work. These people with hidden agendas. Your relatives with hidden agendas that were doing the black magic on you, attacking your character, trying to block your chakras, trying to do a humiliation ritual on you. These secret societies, all these people hiding in the background, hiding in the shadows, hiding behind the secret accounts, hiding, watching you attract miracles. Because of the hard work you're putting in. They probably still think that they're going to be able to stop you. Newsflash, they're not going to. Because you're on your spiritual journey. You're quantum jumping right past these hoes. Right fucking past them. Quantum jumping right past these hoes. Yeah. Quantum jumping right past them. You know, all these failed spiritual attacks. You're just quantum jumping right over them. And these people are jealous. They're jealous. But, you know, jealousy is not a good look. It's not a good look for anyone. All jealousy is going to do is going to set you back. That's all it's going to do. That's all it's going to do. It's a pretty good. It would be a good mentality being, it's like, just in this chance that there is something after this life, or there is another reincarnation or whatever. It might be good just to do some of the work this lifetime, because the more we do now, the less we have to do later. No, just some food for thought.
You don't wake up to it. You wake up creating McDonald's hash browns. McDonald's breakfast is perfect.
Let's get some dice and shit. Yeah, there's like not a whole lot of matches coming. It's weird. A whole lot of blanks. There's not a lot of blanks on it. There's not a whole lot of blanks. So for so many to come out, it's odd. What's up? All right, we got Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. All right, we got E, O, A, R, C, B, H, F, D, Y, and W. Could be first, middle, or last initial for you or anyone on there or attached with energy. Alright, that's it for this transmission.